Howdy, this is Doug at the Red Chip Poker Forums, and I want to answer a question about flopping a set multi-way here. So, under the gun limps, and we've got queens, so we raise it up, a solid move. Button calls us, we're not excited about this, but it's not too terrible. Then the big blind calls and under the gun calls. So we are now 4-way to the flop, 3 of 4 players. We catch a set and it's middle set. Middle set is one of the most valuable hands in Hold'em because it implies that there's an overcard that someone can pair much easier because of card removal that can pay you off. So with 8 1/4 in the pot, the big blind donks out for 250, and then under the gun calls and the hero calls. Now, I'm not really in love with this call. With only one player behind us and our real desire to get stacks in, it's going to be better to raise this up because we want to get stacks in here, and the sooner we can do this, the better. We've got 2 players that are somewhat interested in this pot, so a little raise here would really make it much easier to get stacks in. So I don't really like the flat. Now, very fortunately, the button raises us. Now, this button raise is absolutely ridiculous in size. Let's really look at this. There's $750 plus his call, so $10, plus the original pot of $825. There's $1825 in, and the raiser made it an additional $4. No one is ever going to fold here. So what is the point of this raise? You're just kind of bloating the pot, and I think that's kind of silly. The big blind calls, of course, and then someone folds, and the hero raises all in for $53. Just like this 650 raise was ridiculous because it was too small, the hero raise here is way too big. You've got a lot of fold equity with that bet, and you don't want people to fold here. You want them to call incorrectly. I would have made that bet a lot smaller. Now, then the button who had an interest in this hand folds, which is a complete tragedy, and then the big blind calls. That's kind of ridiculous, but, well, good on you. You got one guy to put his stack in. So, that's great. You knew the big blind is one of those players that will go broke with one pair, and he actually did here. But do you really need to make it 53? In general, when I'm raising, I'm going to be targeting about a pot-sized bet, and this is way bigger than a pot-sized bet. Thankfully, you knew your player and he called, but I would watch the bet sizing on here. I suspect had you played this a little bit different, you might have been able to get the button to come along and the big blind to come along, and that would have been a lot better with middle set. So I'm glad you ran this out and you won, but I would look at that bet sizing a lot closer next time. If you like this kind of thing, check into the Red Chip Poker Forums and subscribe here on YouTube.